Hello, everyone. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, depending upon where you are. This is Grand Madam. And today, folks, I want to still continue to hop on 2022 because it is very important. And I'm not sure if I've gotten the message through to this group. I know I've done it on my Facebook group. But the year 2022, numerologically, is a number 6. And it also corresponds with this, the lovers. What we have here is symbolism, Adam and Eve in the garden with the angel trying to give them directions. Now, for some reason here in the West, that means US, Canada, UK, Europe, all on the west side of the world, not too sure about South America or Central, but probably there too. This card has such a romantic meaning that all we do is think about romance when we see the lovers. But what this card is about in the East is something a little different. It is about loving of the self. It's about the divine masculine balancing out the divine feminine within oneself. Okay? And amazingly enough, that is what is going to be impacting 2022. Now, the number 6, let me put this back in here. The number 6 is about opening the heart. It's about unconditional love. It's about compassion. It's about empathy. Not just for other people, but for ourselves. Now, it doesn't happen magically. What usually happens in the real world is something comes to shatter your world and break your heart. And then you will realize, after the pain has subsided a bit or is gone, that you are going to have to spend some more time doing for yourself. You will have to spend some more time loving yourself. Yes, that includes physically also. Every human being needs touch, just like a baby. Every human being needs kind words. Every human being needs to be held. You can hold yourself if need be. Whatever it is that you need as a human being, emotionally, physically, you take care of that, you've taken care of the spiritual as well. If you can empathize with yourself instead of criticizing yourself, if you can not be too hard on yourself when things don't go the way you planned, if you can stop and rest when you are constantly, like somebody we know and love, pushing yourself until you're ready to collapse because there's always something else that has to be done. This is the influence of the number 6. Okay? Rest. Purpose. Self-love. Purpose is healing and loving yourself. Healing and nurturing yourself. And on that note, I'm going to pull out the Sacred Rebel deck because for some reason over here in the West, that's a strange idea, healing of the self. But anyway, the self comes first. You can't give love if you can't have love. And you have love where? Yourself. Heart chakra. Right here. All this up here. When you have chest pains, something's wrong with what? Your heart. Heart and stomach. Even if the doctor says you're good, you didn't have a heart attack, then you check yourself emotionally. I'm going to use the dice this time to see where the number 6 is going to fall into our consciousness this time. okay, into our reality. Okay, collective, are you ready? All right, Tarot team, I need you. We're working on the number 6. Help us. Where will the number 6 influence this collective the most, the heaviest? Ooh, okay. Now, I don't know. Is that? Yep. Okay, hold on. Ooh. Okay. Uranus, the planet of, oh, wait a minute, too much light. The planet of major change. It looks like an H with a yoni egg dangling from the center. And it's impacting the 9th house, which is the house of higher education, religion, institutions, second marriages. What else? What else does the 9th house do? Ah, travel. Travel and exploration. And it's in the sign of Aries, hitting fast, aggression. But we all heard in the news about the aggression that, hold on, so folks, no, never mind. I'm sorry. Flipping these dice. Sometimes they flip on their own. A lot of aggression in the travel industry. At the airports, they're fighting on planes, they're fighting in the terminals. A lot of changes are going to be made because of that. So we're getting ready to see some major. Aries also deals with actions and unfailing protocols. We're going to get a lot of changes in the educational system because we're probably going all virtual. All of us. Primary, elementary, college, post-secondary. Religions are going to have to come up with some type of, I don't know what this means. It means when this planet shows up, it's going to be abrupt change, like that. You wake up one day and everything is different. So on that, now we're ready to pull out the Sacred Rebel deck and just see what is going on. So, with the changes in the 9th house, what can we expect? What's happening with the 9th house changes? Uranus in the 9th house in the sign of Aries, no less. So it's going to be quick. And it's going to deal with education, religion, philosophy, travel. What can we expect? How is that going to impact the collective? What is your message? Oh, Sacred Rebels. Okay. Conscious connections. Follow your own rhythm. Free from judgment, free to love. Wow. Wow. Should I do one more? Let's do just one more. Whoa. Visions of life beyond death. Something's getting ready to go down, folks, that's going to turn against the grain at the bottom of the deck. This is all Uranus in 9th house. All of it. Looking at this, something is going to happen. Some wave of information that's going to become public. That is just going to, for some it'll shock, for others it's going to be, we've been waiting for this a long time. Because what it's going to do, conscious connections, conscious connections. We are going to choose new groups, new people to associate with. We're going to be with people who think more like us. It's by association. That's number one. No longer following the crowd, but creating maybe a crowd of your own. Totally independent. Uranus is the planet of, it rules Aquarius, independence. And whatever you're into, you'll be free from judgment and free to love whatever your beliefs are. This is all about beliefs, education, society, philosophy, and travel also has something to do. If you really want an education, if you really want to know what the world is about, travel. If you really want to know how people are, travel and meet people from different cultures and different worlds. Yes, I said different worlds. This is going to literally free people up from a lot of, I heard disbelief, but it's not so much disbelief, it's the disbelief of others, not particularly you. You knew some things because you see some things. And notice I did not use past tense because you're still seeing things. People may have laughed at you before. Oh, they're weird, you know. No, you weren't weird. You saw what you saw, you heard what you heard, you know what you know. They're catching up now. They're catching up. And some will really be into this after death business. They'll be looking at the whole concept of what death is really all about. The energy is saying, tell the people about what you saw on the 4400. I've been binge watching the new 4400 that was on the CW. And when I saw in this TV series, people start falling out of the sky, a green portal opens up and just drops the people in it. So 4,400 people dropped in on this one park called Belle Isle, and they were from all different time zones, all different kinds of people. And when I saw that, the first thing that came to my mind was, well, I'll be damned. We're in some type of video game. And we think we're living a life. Well, kind of we are. Playing our own characters, or playing characters we chose to play. That's what came to me when this card popped up. That's visions beyond death. Visions of life beyond death. Because what it looks like in 4400 is these people that they were snatched out of one timeline and thrown down into the timeline that we exist in. And if that has happened, it's happened for a reason. But of course, they haven't gotten there just yet, you know. And so I hope there is a season 2. It's got a lot of poor ratings, poor ratings. But they were hitting on some spiritual principles like I've never seen done in a live action program before. I'm like, how long are they going to let this series on? How long are they going to keep this on? Okay. So let's look at conscious connections to see where the number 6 is going to influence us, okay? Conscious connections. Conscious connections. Maybe I should have used my slides. What is conscious connection? How we select our friends will change. The basis of our selection will change. Why we will select people to be in our world will change. What we needed last year, we don't want this year. We're not interested this year. So this is going to be quite interesting for conscious connections. Yeah, some new UFO information may come out, and I don't think they're not unidentified flying objects at all. Is this correct? Okay. I have the Page of Cups. This is under caring connections. Conscious connections, excuse me. Conscious connections. We'll make an offer. Friendship. This is interesting, even though we would prefer to stay to ourselves. So this is going to be a close-knit community that we're going to be building. Look at this. Stability, security. This is what I'm talking about. This is your conscious connections. You're only going to allow people in your world, in your life, that you trust, you feel safe and secure around, and those who respect your space, but those who will offer you love or the emotional support, even though if it's a little bit. Give me one more card. And healing. Isn't that new and different? That's the star. Star of hope and healing. So that was quite interesting. Okay. So this is the basis of the new friendships that are coming into play. And that, you didn't see what I did with the Lover's card, did you? Oh, I put it back. Okay. Okay. That is the basis of the new relationships. Now, follow your own rhythm. Pretty much, you follow your own rhythm. You know what that means. Free from judgment, free to love. Let's take a look at that. Free from judgment, free to love. Let's use these. Urban Deck. Free from, no, I don't need to go through all of them now. Okay, free from judgment, free to love. I have it's all in my ear. You know how when your ears pop when you're in a plane? That's what I'm feeling right now. The planet must have picked up speed. Can you feel it? Anyway, free from judgment, free to love. This whole society, okay, all right. No, I just heard the whole planet is shifting. Oh, there's an energy shift. God knows it's in my ears right now. Hold on, y'all. Oh, don't do that. Ears, nose at the same time. Try to balance this out here. Okay, free from judgment, free to love. What is this about? I've been feeling some strange stuff, folks. Very strange. Coupleship. This is the Two of Cups from the Urban Tarot deck. And what we have here, these are two women. This is going to be a powerful year for the LGBT community. Free to love, free from judgment. That's interesting. I thought that had already happened. See, we just don't know. Ace of Wands. Folks are going to be choosing who they wish to be with. The Ace of Wands is a symbol of passion, power, movement, fire. And here we have temperance. This says art, but this is temperance. And see how the colors are all coming together? This is interesting. The red and blue became the purple on the other side of the street. That's an alleyway or a street. Okay, they call it art. It's art. So we're at the beginning of something new, a whole new picture portrait of the earth, a whole new picture portrait of love. And here's the Prince of Wands here to announce it. He's going to tell everybody. So it looks as though we're going to have some interesting articles coming up. But I don't think this is just for LBGT. I keep forgetting those folks. I think this is for everybody. Everybody will be free to choose who we love. And it's going to be articles written, scientific articles, psych articles, articles on psychology about the various aspects of coupleships. Not just coupleships, family and friends. Friends, especially friends. This is a lack of, yeah, because some people, associations, okay, associations. All right, I'm gonna put these here, put them back in order. So a lot of folks are gonna be coming out of the closet within the family. You love them. You love them. One more time, Spirit says you love them and support them. Let's see what else. This is going to be interesting too. Visions of life beyond death. Now, you see. Visions of life beyond death. I'm going to use the little ones. Visions of life beyond death. Unconditional love. The ability to support and the ability to nurture. Empathy. Those are the energies that are influencing us now and will be for the entire year. So your challenge is going to be compassion and empathy for yourself first and for others. So now this is something else here, visions of life beyond death. Folks, when you start, these words like compassion, empathy, they're not just words, they are energies. And when you start to use certain energies on a consistent basis, you'll start seeing life differently, from a different perspective. I'm not saying right or wrong, I'm saying different. You will start seeing life from a higher level, higher than where you stand now. And doors start opening to a higher level. Okay? And that higher level may be in your philosophy, your personal life philosophy. It may be on your job. It may be in your relationships. But doors do start to open. Okay, visions of life beyond death. Visions of life beyond death. What is visions of life beyond death? And was that my clumsy or not? I don't know. This is the Ace of Pentacles. We'll see. I'm going to do it again. No, that was clumsy. Okay. Oh, that scared the daylights out of me. I have my windows open. I think my neighbors are cleaning snow. They're not. Yeah, they're clearing the snow. Okay. Visions of life beyond death, the world. Now, this can be world changing. Oh, something's getting ready to come down, folks. Something. This is not a cycle of, well, no. What information that's coming out when? By April. Something is going to hit the news that we will not be able to deny or say is a hoax or call it fake is going to come out. And it will change our entire belief system. Might even change the justice system. This justice is also Libra, balance. And it's going to, let's see what the next card is going to be. It's going to make us feel secure. It's going to balance out our personal security. So whatever comes out, look, imbalance. I'm not sure I believe that. I don't know about this. I believe it. I believe it. Yes or no? Yes or no? I want another card. It's going to be posted everywhere. This is my, she's the illustrator of this deck, but I use this card as social media posting, background information, history. I use the other title card for pictures, but this is the report. Okay, a report is coming out. About life after death, visions of life beyond death. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be quite interesting. Okay, let me put these over here and do. Oh, we've been on for 25 minutes. So I'm going to wrap this up then. We have conscious connections that are going to be, we're going to focus more on healing and what's being offered, emotional support, following our own counsel for our own stability and healing. So we're going to surround ourselves with people in our corner. We're going to learn to follow our own rhythm, dance to our own beat, and we will become free from judgment and free to love, meaning point blank independent in our love relationships and probably in family relationships also, in our passions. Now, with the passions, you can also go out and do whatever it is you're passionate about that I guess family and friends frown upon. For some of you, it's your art. Others, it's your writings. That's going to be interesting. And finally, visions beyond death. They're going to pop out. Those visions beyond, oh, you know what? Visions beyond death. I just got Our Lady of Guadalupe, Virgin Mary sightings, things like that, maybe. But this is going around the world this time. And it could also be UFOs. Find out UFOs aren't UFOs at all. There's something that have been here since before we were here. And there's that report that's going to come out and say as much. But don't they have reports like that already? I don't know, folks. All I can tell you is 2022 is going to be influenced. The challenge we must meet is going to be learning how to be empathetic to ourselves and others and compassionate to ourselves and others. It's time to open the heart before it's opened for us. Okay? This is Grand Madam, wishing you as always. I'm not going to wish you, I'm going to give you much love. Much love.